All right. Finally getting to this one. We're going to just do a review on Magic on I think it was Spider Islands. And the notes say basically just looking for ways I could have helped contribute better to the win, whether it was positioning, knowing when to stay alive, or even mechanics. Wanting to know how I could have helped my team win this match. Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna preface this that I'm not a Magic player, but I have a friend who is a very good Magic player, and I will have them also write some notes down for whatever. I'll send him the replay, and he'll write down some notes. So you'll get two basically like inside looks into like what you could be doing better. Um. So first of all, what I'm gonna look at is their comp, especially like if you're playing Magic. Their comp
The
really
right
important
heroes can
because
make
you need to
all
know
the
like
difference.
who you're able to kill. Um, so we'll just look at their starting comp immediately. So they have 3 flyers. They have a very huge dive comp here, and it seems like you guys fought for a long time here. It was a very close match. Um, with Magic against flyers, she's actually not terrible because you can dash up, but it is really kind of like not really optimal to really do anything. So in this matchup, your best choice would be to just go in on these two, the Loki and the Cloak. But the problem with the Loki and the Cloak is that they have ways to stop you from existing, if that makes sense. So your main goal this game should have been to just like maybe stay with your supports and help them. I mean, you guys have a thing, but solo tank thing, you could play with your thing to keep these two alive. So we'll just see how you play this. That's just like from observation from the comp, especially since you aren't really going to be able to do too much against their flyers. So let's see.
Come, my minion.
Yeah, very aggressive positioning.
Now I see them.
Okay.
I need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Okay, so you know your
I
cancel.
don't fear pain.
That's good. Okay. We're going to look at this death real quick because it was a little... So you know your cancel. You miss your E, right? And I know you're trying to kill this cloak. This is your job, you know. You're trying to kill the supports and stuff. This is good. We're not gonna talk about missing the E, but actually we will talk about missing the E. So since you missed your E, and you gave them an early death, or you gave them an early kill, as soon as you miss your E, try and see like, is it really worth my life trying to kill this person? Like, ask yourself that. Is it worth it? Because this guy was looking at you. I think they called it or whatever, and he saw you. No, he didn't see you. He actually didn't shoot you at all. I'm just talking out my ass. Okay. So as soon as you dash in and you don't get the confirmation that you hit it, try and look for a way to get out. Ways you could have gotten out here, but were before this. So ways you could have gotten out here is like went up these stairs. You could have went through here instead. You know, you want to save your dash, your portal for when you need to escape. So use it when you're going in, but make sure you always have one ready if you need to escape. It makes you invulnerable. It gives you the chance to like get your health back with the imp that you spawn in, and it gets you away from bad situations. The main thing I want to see from you is like your uptime. As Magic, you just want to stay alive as long as possible and be as annoying as possible.
I climbed out of room. mean business. These are so wait! Stop them! Just in time. Thanks. I like
Where you don't have a tank anymore. Shoot. Well, that's not good. You always want to have a tank. If you don't have a tank, then your character just kind of like doesn't work anymore. Tanks take space, but besides the point, right? You guys don't have a tank, which sucks. What you can do is right here, since like you dashed in here and then you dashed out. You weren't really in threat when you're here. Funny enough, um, there's a door right here, so you could have just instead of like dashed all the way around to your teammates, you weren't really in danger. You could have just went through this door. There's even a hole I think you can go through. I don't know if I can show it, but I could definitely show it from here. So right here, this is breakable. You can't see it's breakable, but when you press B on the map, this is breakable. So you could have went up the other direction. Could have went up. I think this is also. I don't know what else is breakable, but somewhere around here, also another breakable wall. You could have went there, and you would have, been able to get an in on their back line. You don't have a tank, so the best thing to do is just try and kill their back line when you can, especially since like they have a lot of flyers, so that is your main focus. Like you can't really kill them too well. Your main focus should be the back line.
Just in time. Thanks. Survive this! I suck! Too easy.
Not by killing the Spider-Man at all.
Better stop that vehicle!
One thing about Magic is that you can use her dash to like go up on high ground too. You can use it to like go up on high ground. You take this. You take this. You can go inside here. There's a lot of ways to play her. Since you're down a tank, though, the way you're playing her is perfectly fine. Because at this point, you're the tank. Dude, good try on that stone. You almost killed her.
There they are.
Unfortunate. So we're gonna look at how you could have played that a tiny bit better. So you try and go in, you miss, you die. Actually, the way you could have played this better is maybe just like instead of trying to go in again, since you're down, it's a 1v4. You could have just tried your best to run away with your portal. You could have done it again. But other than that, nothing much you could have done there.
Minion. Be strong together. Okay. This feels it's okay. Admit it.
Okay, we're gonna skip the thing. Oh, actually, you guys are able to hold this.
Revenge is sweet.
Oh, good kill on him.
Chance to stop them.
I should have doused your flames like an old child.
Okay.
Double kill.
Yeah, that dark shot was actually pretty good. Sorry. Yeah, that dark shot was actually really good. Getting 2 kills is amazing. Off of one dark shot thing, you killed the support. Well, you killed the storm, I think. So, yeah, we take those,
Read them
right?
sometimes.
And you kill them by canceling. So your mechanics are pretty good.
One more for the soul sword.
I say just knowing like when to go in, when to leave is the best idea. You guys have a tank now, so there you go.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Well, yeah. What can you do? Your
Supernova!
Luna was supposed to ult there, but she didn't.
I got you. Go have fun.
And then they just Omega Tornado this. They get the checkpoint.
Survive this. They hit a checkpoint.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
Invisible?
The enemy is here.
That one hurts.
I like the cold.
Vortex field. I got you. Limbo.
Yeah, good. So that like sort of in that you just did, perfectly fine. Try your best to do that more. Like, go in with an escape route in mind. Your uptime is really important. Yeah, dash up on this guy. Oh, unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah, you can dash up in the air and hit them. So they're up in the air. You can hit them in there
Magic is back.
with your E. Well, with your RB.
I'm doing this my way.
Us against the world!
Ooh, lots of ultimates going down. Your teammates got 2 kills.
I was in trouble. Survive this. A little help, please. Ha! One more for the soul sword.
Good try aiming. Yeah, ooh. You see, it's really hard to deal with those guys up in the air. You have, so you have a Punisher, you have an Amor, and you have Invis Woman. And I'll tell you why these characters destroy flyers, or they should destroy flyers. So the reason why they should destroy flyers is because Punisher's hit scan. Namor has turrets that are basically hit scan, and Invis Woman can knock them down with her bubble, her gravity field. So yes, these guys are squishy. You know, these are the squishy guys. But your main focus should always be these two. Just try your best. Their only tank is Venom. Venom's never gonna be with these two, unless he's actually a good Venom player. So since he's never gonna be with these two, you can always be on top of them. You can always cause problems. That's like your main thing. You always want to cause problems. You're kind of just playing in the sidelines, a little scared of like the players a little bit, and obviously like it's fine. So I mean, you see how they're always together. It's very hard to deal with. I think this game seems tough.
Your powers are mine. Feel the
Ooh, nice hit on her though. Feel like sometimes like that's good.
We don't have to survive this.
Okay, good try on that one.
My strength is back. Survive this. Behold that child.
Nice, got 1 kill. You might even get 2. Awesome! You might even get 3. Okay, good try on that again. I feel like Magic on controller is so difficult.
supernova.
Okay, amazing Dark Child. That's all I gotta say. Really good. You have really good priority.
Just in time.
It's just like when these damn flyers, you can't do anything against them. It's not your job. Just keep it in mind. Is it my job to deal with them? Not really. Unless like you're legit trying to peel for your teammates, it's not your job. That's kind of like something I have to tell myself. It's like, what can I do on with my team as a tank? You know, like, can I save them from a dive? Can I save them from a Spider-Man? Probably not. Ooh, nice dash up. Yeah.
Come, my
Only
minions.
60 seconds left.
Beautiful.
We got
Yes.
trouble.
Yeah. So your target priority is pretty good. The only things that are like happening this game is just your team comp isn't really that good. It's this tank is just like not worth it right now. Like you're serving the same job as him. So like ideally like he would be a Strange or a Magneto thing, you know, a Groot. But this isn't an ideal world. So like, hey,
Just in time.
honestly, like,
Thanks.
great place. So don't worry about anything mechanical. Obviously, like,
Never had a chance.
keep working on your combos. You're never done with learning. So even if you feel like you're solid, just keep working on it, and then that solid will be just your norm all the time.
Down to 30 seconds.
Stand strong. We're almost there.
Unfortunate.
Limbo. What am I? Invisible? Too many of them.
Final 10 seconds. Don't give them another
Yeah, always make sure you have an extra dash to run away with.
or else.
It's the most important thing, or one of. So you guys lose this point. Alright, let's see how y'all do on attack, and then I'll stop it. So you guys
Battle
switch up your
starts in
comp.
5, 4,
They have a
3,
Groot now.
2, 1.
Scary. Person's trying to kidnap one of y'all.
Minion.
But he sucks.
What exactly are we taking?
I never respect
I got this
Spider-Man
vehicle
players.
destination.
Nice shot.
Whatever you must do, Spider.
Limbo. I got you. Just in time. Thanks.
Yeah. I won't pause, but something I'm noticing is that nice hit. Wow, that was amazing.
Double kill.
Okay. Yeah. Something I'm immediately noticing is you're so much more comfortable on attack with Magic. It makes sense. You're taking more fights. You're not playing as defensive. But like on defense, try and have this energy. You know, have this attacker energy. You're Magic, so you can teleport away. You can dash away. You have 3 ways to keep yourself alive, plus the imp, plus Darkchild. You're gonna be very difficult to kill.
Go have fun.
Just keep that energy, and then on defender, and they should never be getting through you. Oh good. Spider-Man's dumb anyways.
Go have fun.
Nice. So right there, you could have killed him a lot sooner if you just did your portal into the spin or your portal into your imp. And I'm pretty sure he would have died. He didn't show that he was gonna teleport, and he didn't use runes immediately. Well, his stone immediately. So if they aren't doing that, just be like, you're gonna die, and then kill them.
Too easy.
Alright, so you guys take this fight pretty easily. You guys kind of steamroll them here, actually.
Go have fun.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta steamroll. See if they change their So your tiger side seems good. Honestly, like the only things I would say is just get that energy from your attacker side and put it on your defender side, and see how like you can apply, you know, your target priority and your flank routes and stuff into like the enemy team comp. It's very rare for a team to change their comp unless they're getting countered. Um, so when like they have a team like this where you can't really do too much, but you can only play Magic, for example. I'm not saying you can only play Magic, but let's just say like this is the only character you can play. Try and like come up with game plans for these type of games. Like, oh, I need to focus on the squishies a lot this game, so what do we do to kill the squishies? Flanks. You know, we gotta have some flanks. We gotta have some high ground. And we have to have some like burst combo, right? So like if we have like all these 3, so you know, first would be like these 2 can go together, right? Flanks and high ground can go together because high ground is usually a flank route too. But like then we have to think about our burst, right? So this is like for this comps in particular, you want to focus on this girl because Loki's kind of hard to kill. If you can get out, if you can get an ability out, it's very good. All right. So I'm not really gonna look at it too much after. We're gonna look at this side, which unfortunately you lost. So we're gonna look at this, and we're gonna see how y'all could have played this a little bit better. Actually, did you guys win or lose? So they took 5. You guys took 1. Okay, so you guys lost. It's all good. Alright, so we'll look at this. This is the defender.
Coming in 30 seconds.
So
Stay strong.
yeah, I didn't mention this earlier, but I wouldn't really be playing here. Whoa, what is that camera? I wouldn't really be playing here. You don't get anything from playing here. Your whole team is pushed up, so I guess it's fine. But really, like, the ideal place... Sorry, I should have mentioned this first. Ideal place you should be playing is, like, on this high ground spot. High ground... I'll like, this high ground, this roof, this area if you want, because there's escape routes. Right here is fine. Back here is fine. Depending. But you mostly want to be like here. You mostly want to be here. And the reason why I mention it is because if you are playing where you're playing, you don't really have much escape route. The escape route is like here, but then you just go in front of them anyways. So the only way you can escape is going straight into them and going straight into a 1v5, which isn't happening here by the way, but going straight into a 1v5 is a pain in the butt on Magic. You don't want to get bursted down so quickly. So I would like to see you play over here instead where you see the spider bag. Go here, play here. Play here.
Only 60 seconds left.
I'll watch how you play this real quick and then I'll be done. Okay, you almost killed Burston before he goes hooks out. But you see, not many places for you to leave. And then you're kind of forced into them. You're forced into this Punisher. Ooh, nice kill on Loki. Yeah, but like I said, not terrible. Unfortunate that he fucked Iron Man. Now they have 2 people that you might struggle with, but mostly this is not too bad for you.
Need some help.
Not sure how good the matchup is for Magic and Jeff. Right there, just portal into them.
You'll have to keep
They
fighting
weren't really
until
showing
the
threat to like,
final 10 seconds.
could try keeping them alive. Remember though, it's not your job. That's tough. Yeah, that plays some disgusting things.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Okay, so I think I'm actually gonna pause it there. Mostly because it's just seeing the same stuff. My first thing is what I would say is like in this sort of comp, yes, you could have helped your team a little bit more, but you couldn't really do too much against the Flyers at the beginning. It's not your job. Your team had a comp for it. So try and like come up with a game plan that helps them in different ways. I think is the biggest thing I would say. So I'm gonna leave you off with 3 things that you can work on. It's defender positioning. Is probably your biggest thing. Is like you're a little scared to play on defender side. You're not really taking initiatives to like focus their supports or taking front line. I know for half of the game you didn't have a frontliner. But playing frontline as Magic is like, you portal, you throw your imp, unless the imp, no, okay. You portal, you throw your imp, and then you just like whittle down their tank, for example. You kind of play like what we call a brawler comp, where you're big health, you're not really going in, you're kind of like exchanging blows constantly. Um, so on defender side, try and play more of that, and then see if you can get an easy flank route on their cloak, for example, or their Loki. Um, second of all, your target priority, although it was really good, try and like loosen the focus you have on certain flyers that are just way out of your reach. Most human torches will not play it within your range. You want to focus people who are almost always in your range and almost always like in danger of dying. You burst down 250 HP characters, so always look for those 250 HP targets like Luna, Spider-Man is one of them. Um, Loki. Loki's a little harder because he can save himself, but if you waste it, you wasted it, and you can Dark Shout after if you have it, and they're all dead. Third of all, save your cooldowns. So there were a lot of times where you went in with your portal, and you kind of lost the plot after you went in. So you went in, and it's just like I need to kill somebody, and then you die because you don't have an escape route. It didn't go right. The best way I can describe a diving playstyle or even a flanking playstyle is always have an escape route. Always go in with the plan of going out. Like go in, see if you can get a kill. If you get a kill, great, but then go out and just repeat that over and over again. Constantly being an annoyance is the best thing you can do. Sometimes I mess this shit up too, so it takes practice. But always find an escape route, always have an escape route, and always be ready to die if you unfortunately get caught out and stuff. Because you are the main target. And I think that'll be it for me. I'm gonna send over this replay to my homie, and I'll see if he writes down some notes. But regardless, you're gonna get notes from me. You're gonna get this video from me. I hope it helps, and you know, good luck on the rest of your games. Sorry it took so long. This week has been a week and a half. So, yes, thank you for your patience. Goodbye.